Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of the Astro Circuit Season 6, midweek number 2. In this matchup, we have Citadel, NZ, and Dynasty. I'm Myksta, joined by lachdog, and this is Domination Sovereign, Map 1 in a best-of-5 series. We do apologize for not having streamed the earlier matches since round 1, or a bit of round 2 of the competition, due to some issues that we had throughout the tournament. We only bring you this final, but it is okay, because what a heck of a final it is. Lachdog, care to elaborate?
It is going to be an extremely good final to watch. Dynasty been a quality team in the last couple of months, and Citadel have Citadel, the team name you've heard quite a lot before. Obviously, these 4 players, I think, are fairly new to the organisation, but they're in it for a reason, and they are going to be a force to be reckoned with coming into the next game, really, in this grand final. So we'll see what they can do, and look at the scoreboard. You can just see it. 4-1 for Atrocities. 4-1 Myksta for Elmart. Sigma on 4-2, and 2-2 for Euphorics. So they're starting off well, and it looks like they've got the lead at the moment, 24-13. 2 caps to 1 still in their favour, and dominating the first minute and a half of this game.
That they are on board with Elmart at the moment as he's trying to get a couple of shots in now. He does get taken down, so he'll jump on board with Atrocities. He's over on this B side. His team has the A and B side control, but they're about to get swamped here by the Dynasty side. And you see them trying to get those shots in, but they will get taken down. Asters with the first kill. And you see him coming around the corner. He's got his teammates to back him up now. We're taking down one. One comes up to the ladder, but Crumb takes him down as well. He sees another one coming out of A as he takes him down as well. And right here you have a Dynasty taking down those kills, holding control of that 2-flag advantage and trying to catch back up here in the overall map. Now they are down 38 points to 25. However, they can, by holding this 2-flag advantage, still catch back up in time, and with time to spare in this first half. Now you're going to be seeing them trying to push on down the team of Citadel, once again trying to regain control of that B flag. And B flag being the cluster point, they know where to throw their nades. They managed to pick off 1 kill. Will it seize them? More Crumb tries to go through 1 as Blakey gets taken down. Shots again from the Citadel team, picking off kills, and there you go. Citadel being able to clean that one up nicely.
Yeah, Citadel, they're playing well so far, but at the moment they're losing A, so this cap is attempting to be locked in there by Dynasty, and they do so successfully. Sigma's trying to push up on this C flag. Only 1 player there to try and contest him as they all spawn on it now, because it looks like Citadel, they're going to regain control of A pretty easily. As we'll jump on board with someone from Dynasty. We'll go with Asters as he's 7-6 at the moment, topping his team with 2 caps as well. He goes into B. He's got a teammate there in Blakey, just to capture that one. So they get the 2 flags, and they're only 8 points behind, and that's going to get even closer going into the next couple of minutes, as this is the first half, so still plenty of time for either team to get out to a lead in this one. As Blakey now, he's trying to push in as he does pick up 1. He's just sitting on that B flag. He's trying to wait for anyone to contest him. He needs to look to his right. He just missed someone there. COD timing at its finest, as it just looks like both teams trying to get some kills around this mid-map, as Crumb will pick up a kill. No, Myksta Eccentric picks up the kill there over on the C flag. B now getting taken by the team of Citadel. I think they've got it, and now they're pushing on to C to try and get it again. Are they going to get the 2 flag? No, they're not. They get taken down as Crumb goes in, picks up 1, but he gets taken down by Atrocities, who looks like he's going to be able to get the C flag pretty easily.
You're going to be seeing with a Dynasty off the respawn heat, pushing on down over on to this B side. Now they've got a couple of players on it, a couple of players trying to provide a little bit of cover fire, as you have Zentric sliding on in over into that B side. Now they're able to get a nice triple cap in on that flag, being able to have that control. Now it is only a 2-point difference, as I have a little bit of a tongue tie there, but with 45 seconds on the clock, this little bit of lead that either one of these teams could possibly have could shape what happens in the second half. We have nice double kills coming out left, right, and center. Euphorics actually takes down Atrocities with a nade kill there. The knife kill out from Blakey, taking him down over on server. Now they still are able to retain that 2-flag control, as the players just jumping out and going for those drop shots straight off the bat. And Blakey will fall. But you look at the scoreline here, lachdog. Look how close it is. 78 points to make that 80 to 75. 5 points the difference. The flag's still changing with only 10 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, that's right. And the lead's not going to be very big at that halftime break, 77-84. So only a 7-point difference. And you can't expect any less out of these two teams, especially on a map like Sovereign that can always be extremely contested around that B flag area, and is always one of those maps where most of the time you'll have a close game within 20 points either way. So we'll see what the team of Citadel can do to try and get out of this, because they started off well, but they're actually behind at the halftime break. So we'll see. We'll jump on board with, we're going to go with Euphorix maybe, because he's the one pushing out towards his left side. He's 4-10, so he probably needs to step up his game, but he gets the first kill, tries to get the second, he gets taken down. Elmart now trying to push into B, he gets taken down as well. Atrocities, he's now going to go and push it around the backside of Green, but he'll get dropped, and it just looks like Dynasty, they've started off better. They've got all three, or they've got 3 out of 4 players sitting on that B flag, making sure that they get that capture. The other one's sitting up in the control room, trying to make sure no one can cross over to A. And they've started off better, but there's a 3 down, and Blakey is going to have to defend this B flag, but he goes down.
Yeah, he actually got taken down. They hunted him and chased him down into the dirt. As you have Zentric trying to go on forward. The teams of both these teams, rather, just getting a shut down here. You see the red over on the leaderboard in the top right corner, just lighting up. And you see Elmart with the double kill there as he pushes on. He tries to go for the third. As I'm having tongue ties left, right, and center. That's not a great start here, Lachdog.
No, the tongue tie is never good when you're casting. It can be a problem, but we'll keep going anyway, as we'll go on board with Citadel Elmart. Looks like he's going 21-12 with 2 caps, so he's top of his team in terms of kills and also points as he's pushing around towards his A flag. He's going to get contested by a couple of players here. Is he going to be able to pick these kills up? As he does pick up the first, there's a second one coming to contest him, and he just sees him there as he gets a capture. No, he gets a neutralize, but he gets taken down, and Citadel are able to shut down that push there as Atrocities. He's now going to drop down, and he's going to be able to pick up that kill there on the A flag and get that capture, unless this player can stop him, but he's in a good spot to get it, but Eccentric out shoots him, and a big play there by Eccentric. Will jump on someone who's more in the action, I guess, with Astas. He's trying to push up. He gets 1 kill, trying to find a second as he just jumps up top onto the blue balcony, trying to find another kill, but he'll go down. And at the moment, the game very, very close, with only 11 points between the teams going into the final quarter of this match.
That it is 120 points to 108, about to change over just there on your screens. Zentric takes that one over on that B-dom, as there is another one there. He's going to rotate over and just goes for those pre-shots automatically. Unfortunately, the player did drop before he could actually get to him, and once again his team was able to keep that B-flag secure for themselves. And you see the shots there a little bit shaky, but you know, what can you do about that one? He does drop, and you have Sigma now from the Citadel squad rotating up to the top of the middle building here. One's going to be on yellow platform, taking him down. We're going to jump on board with Astas right here quickly, as he does spot one, but he will get taken down from that player. But still, Dynasty do have control of that 2 flag advantage. Now they need to contest over on this B side to make sure they can keep that alive. And there you go, the wall bags are real from Crumb here as he rotates back over. He nearly picked off the second one as well from the pre-shots. Nade's going out over into caution, and unfortunately he won't actually pick. No, he does pick off a kill, but he also got naded in return. Now Astas takes down another Blakey, who just runs straight past one player. 1 minute 40 on the clock, and Dynasty lead by 24.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be up to the team of Citadel to try and come back, so we'll jump on board with them and see what they can do. We'll go on board with Elmart here as he's topping his team still, 27-18, 2 caps to his name, and trying to push around. They've got 2 caps to 1 here, and that is going to be getting their lead back, but I'm not sure if it's really going to be enough. It's going to be very, very close. We'll see what they can do. If they can get this neutralized on A, though, then they definitely will be right back in this game. As Sigma picks up a kill there, Atrocity's actually got the team kill on Elmar there, but it looks like they're going to be able to get this triple cap locked in, and that's going to be good for them in the short term, because they're going to lose it, but it just puts them a couple of points closer going into the last minute. Atrocities does get some shots out there on that A flag. 48 seconds left to go. 10 points the difference. It's going to be very, very close. If they can get a neutralize here, then they're going to get they're almost certainly going to get the win, but they're losing C. That can never be good. None of them rotating back around to get it. Euphorix, he's left in last on his team. He's got to get this C flag back. 33 seconds left to go. 9 points is the difference, so they need a triple cap here, and it just looks like Dynasty, they just held on by the skin of their teeth there with a nice little rotation across to C just to get that neutralization, and that was all it took for them to be able to take out the first map. And 150 to 157, 15 seconds left to go. It's only going to tick over a couple more times, and unfortunately for Citadel, they were close, but didn't quite get over the line here in this first map. But it doesn't matter because there's still possibly 4 maps to go.
And you actually did notice that even though they got all wiped out, they managed to go off their respawn, pick off a couple kills, and they didn't just sit back and turtle over A. They knew that the plan that they needed to do was push on out and try and play aggressive. Now, they all got wiped out once they tried to do so. However, the important part was that they were contesting them over in that middle side and, just outside of the A flag, so they couldn't rotate straight away over to A, and they were able to just hold off, as you mentioned, taking out that map. Now, that was Dynasty's map to really lose at that stage. Citadel and Z had the opening plays. They had the lead. They had those that control that Dynasty just didn't have, and Dynasty just showed it to them. They came back, and from that second half onwards, the game was in their favour. They held it off, and they were able to take out map number 1. Now we're going to be going over into their host, keeping in mind it's a New Zealand team taking on an Australian team. So, I mean, taking out map number 1 in the best of 5, it's always a great start to take out the opposing team's hosted map.
That is, it is big when you win off host, especially when you got that difference between New Zealand and Australia. The connection can be really help you out in certain situations, and sometimes that's all it takes, especially when a game's only 1 or 2 points of difference, that can just get you over the line sometimes. So it's one thing that to win on another team's host, but you got to back it up on your own host as well. You can't just slack off and expect host to do it for you. You've got to play well, especially when you're up against a team that takes you to basically a 3-point margin there. So we'll see what both teams can do. See whether the team of Citadel can come back and win, or whether Dynasty can take out this map here on Warhawk Search and Destroy. It'll be interesting to see what the teams come out with early on in the strats. Anything you reckon, or you've seen from either of these teams that might come out in certain search and destroy plays, or whether players you like to go to certain spots?
I have a feeling I missed a question in there.
I think you did.
I really did.
I was seeing whether you've had any real experience with these teams on search and destroy, and whether there's any patterns in their gameplay that we've seen.
Okay,
I haven't seen either of them really team together too much. Okay,
I do apologise for that. It sort of disconnected for me for a second. I believe that was my headset, so I sort of skipped that part. But now that I've got the question, loading on up, I do know that the guys there from Dynasty, we've seen Citadel and Z. We've actually both seen them, I believe, play earlier on in the stages. But Dynasty, as a team, they sort of took a little bit of a break, and then they came for our ASTRO circuit specifically. But they do play a pretty decent S&D from what I remember, or what I hope I'm remembering to be the right team. So I'm hoping to see a little bit more of an aggressive play out of them. 15-second timers, that's always what we'd like to see as well. And they're going to be on the attacking round, so we're going to see quick and early which teams are what they can really do. But leading back to your original point, in terms of viewing experience, we haven't got too much on it for this particular game type. So I guess we'll just have to see how we go and really make our own opinion from it from the get-go here. As you see them all rushing towards this B-bomb, you have Blakey running on point. Now you're going to be seeing him going on into post. You have the nades taking out tags early on. Nades going out over into the side of towers there as well, trying to take anyone off. And you see Blakey just pushing that aggressive game as I called him out to do. And you're going to be seeing him not really push on forward past today. He's waiting for his teammate to get the bomb down. But players are going up into towers now. Unfortunately, with the smoke, he does get taken down. And now the players from Dynasty just need to hold out. But as a player from Citadel, Atrocities actually pushing on up all the way down through into post. He got taken down. Now it's back to a 3v3. Make that a 3v1. What just happened there? The players dropping out. Crumb takes down one, though. And he's got 2 players left to deal with.
Yeah, Crumb, he sees another one. He will pick up that kill as well. And now he's got Sigma to take care of, and he knows where he is. He's tagged up. He's got to back off. He sees him, gets tags on him in reply. So now he can push up and be the aggressive one, because he's the one with the health. As he sees him now picks up the kill. There's the 3v1 from Crumb. First round, extremely good play. He played it smart. That wasn't about gun skill. That was all about up in the head there. He knew exactly what he had to do, and he just picked them off one by one. Citadel, they could have pinched him. They could have played it. 2 players contested him at the same time, but they didn't. They contested him one by one, and he just predicted what they were going to do. And when you can do that, if people play it like that and just push you one by one, it's so easy to get a clutch if they do it predictably like the team of Citadel just did. So they've got to be smart on that Citadel when they're in a 3v1. They can't just assume that they're going to get it. They've still got to work for it, as we see Elmart pick up the first kill there on Crumb. And now we'll go with Euphorix. He's got the bomb. He's pushed up a bit more. There's a couple of players between him and Tin, so he's going to have to get those kills because he can't just push straight onto B, and there's a player actually flanking around into post as he picks up a kill there at the back of the water tower as he gets taken down from the player in post. Atrocities, he now knows there's a player in there. He just saw him, and is he going to go for the chase? He looks like he's going to try and rotate around to A, or no, he's just going to wait for the players to push through Tim, but both players on the flank, and that's Elmar's job to watch that one as he's just going to push through water tower, and now it's flank time across to A for the team of Citadel.
And you actually do notice the Dynasty players are all the way in post as well. So while they'll be checking B and trying to make sure something happens, they need to watch that crossover. And Zentric did just say, he turned back, he's like, you know what, no one's at B. Let's see what's happening over at A. He looked over into mid-street and he saw the player crossing. Now he's going to see, actually he did see them going over onto the side itself. As he takes that one, he's backing off out now as Elba will be going for this bomb plant. Now Blakey, he won't be checking this one. The bomb has enough time with the second to spare to go down. You're going to see Blakey now rotating around and maybe trying to take this 1v1. The player is an American to deal with. It's Elmart taking on Blakey as he rotates into the tree line. They both spot each other. I believe they did anyway. If not, his teammates definitely did, as both players are now looking for the other. He's going to be rotating out through the window. He spots him, but there you go. There's the kill. Nice and easy. The defuse will come in calling. And there you go. 2-0 to Dynasty. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, good shots there from Blakey. Probably not the best play to try and run through the exact spot that your teammate just died, but it ended up paying off for him. He actually did pick up the kill, and just catching the players from Citadel off guard there. They didn't expect two players to come through the same spot after one of them gets dropped straight away. So Blakey just maybe got a little bit lucky there, being able to contest that spot without the pre-aim happening, because it's a very common spot for players to cross over from B. But he got the kill, got the round, and he played it nicely. As we'll jump on board with Crumb, because he is trying to pick up this kill from long range. He throws in the nade. I believe that player on B has already been taken out. Now he's going to look up towards water tower as Blakey does get taken down by the nade. He tried to put out a few shots as he's now pushing up. Crumb trying to look through the smoke. There's actually a player on the flank. Let's find out who that is. That's Sigma. Let's jump on board with him because he might be able to get a couple of kills here.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really see that player that was to his right. He's going to be checking these anyway, and unfortunately those shaky shots were really shaky right now. And Elmart, last one alive, up against 3 players from Dynasty. Now, right now, his team really needs
the
rounds.
COD timing is real.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, he looked away at the wrong time.
Let's have a look at this.
And we'll see it here from the opposing perspective. He just sees Zentric just not really being contested. Elmart just looked away, and that's really COD timing at its finest, as you mentioned. Now it's 3-0 right now for the team of Dynasty. They're halfway there to making it 2-0. And of course, keep in mind it is a best of 5. But Atrocities and Sigma rocking the double donut.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. You can't go on without mentioning that, and it's just not really ideal for either of those players. They need to get kills, and they need to do it soon, and Sigma does exactly that, getting his first kill of the game there, moving up to the breadstick, and hopefully he can get even further than that, as his teammate Euphorix has gone down there on that bomb. So the bomb is right next to B, and he needs to be able to retrieve that soon. There's a player actually pushing into post. Is that player going to go down? Yes, he is. And now it's going to be up to Asters and the Centrix, as Asters picks up the scope there on Atrocities, and now it's Elmart and Sigma to try and take this one. And if we stay on board with Sigma, he's about to come behind a player. No, he's not going to check the other side of 10, and that just cost him a kill just there. But both players still trying to get into the spot. Elmart now pushing in towards mid. He gets one. There's a second player around the other side of the 18-wheeler in the attacking spawn, and the bomb is going to go down on the opposite side, so he's not going to be able to see it.
We're going to be seeing him now push on down over onto this ute now, as the bomb has been planted over on B. Now it's a 1v2 situation, and it's a tricky one at that, with 35 seconds remaining, shots going out, so now they know where he's coming from. I'm not too sure why you'd want a pre-shot there specifically. I know it's a place that a lot of people like to sit at, but you know, when they don't know where you're coming from, it's sort of a bit more of a questionable move. He's checking everywhere and he's taking his time doing so. Players right behind those stairs there as he picks off the first kill. The player's now wrapping back, but he's going to decide to go maybe for the defuse. No, he won't, and he's gonna really be letting time slide here. The player's behind him.
He didn't see him.
I really do think if he went in prone and went for that defuse, he could have got it.
I would have got it for sure there. Sigma just rotating around at the wrong time, and it could have cost him there, but unfortunately didn't get it. And just to put out the point about the pre-shots, not where you want a pre-shot there. That's a kind of spot that if you poke it, they're going to try and take you out. They're not going to bother, because even if you know that they're there, they're in a head glitch and they know it. So it doesn't matter if they reveal their position. So pre-shotting there to give away your position, almost never what you want to do, unless it's maybe a 1v1 and they already know where you are. That's about the only situation. But we'll move on to this next round and we'll see what Crumb can do as he sits back with this Remington, trying to find someone through the smoke. As the smokes go out, he's trying to see anyone, doesn't see the player with the incog. He'll go down, Centric goes down, and Astas, he's going to back right off. Blakey is pushed up into post. He's going to try and contest this in a second, but there's a player watching the bomb, so if he contests too hard, he's going to get taken down. See what happens is he slides across. I think they've seen him. They put some shots out, but now they would have called him out. They know where they're going.
He's actually the only one alive now, Blakey, in a 1v2 situation where players are really just splitting up at the moment. Shots go out there by Blakey, however, and he's going to rotate back around the 18-wheeler, go behind Antiques, and see if he can catch a player off guard or just go for the bomb plant. Now, it seems his sole intention is to go for the bomb plant, and he didn't expect anyone to be there. Now, he was right in a sense, because the player ran past post here, and you're going to be seeing no one actually crossed on over. So the bomb is down. He's about to run into one. Will he? Is the question. He's going to be just sitting next to the fuel tank. There's a player crosses behind him, likely to pass straight to his right as another goes around. Takes the player, however, from Citadel, will check that and get their second consecutive round, making it 3-2. I really thought Dynasty was on a roll, but right now it's a little bit questionable.
Yes, Citadel have been able to come back, and that's definitely thanks to, you'd have to say Elmar, but Atrocities and Sigma, you can't rule out what they've done in the last couple of rounds. They were both 0 and 3. Now they're both 2 and 4. They've actually started to get kills, contribute to the rounds, and it just shows you how important it is. Even if you only get 1 kill a round, if you're going badly, you might end up with a negative KD, but you've just got to keep going and keep getting those kills. You get 1 kill a round for the rest of the game, you might just win your team a couple of rounds and get your team across the line. So we'll have a look at what Euphorix can do. He's going to push through post here. Sigma right in front of him. He gets knifed by Blakey, that lunge, but Euphorix is able to shut that one down. Crumb will pick up a double kill, and now it's up to Atrocities in a 1v3 here as he sees a player just pushing up on him. He gets a tag with that nade all the way up in just outside of the tin. So he's got a big job in front of him because they know where he is, and they're just going to start closing him in, as it's just not looking good for him at this stage.
Yeah, as you're going to be seeing him beat the last one in a 1v3 situation. That's always tricky, isn't it? He slides past one that was really preamming that area. So that's always worse. But Dynasty, you're going to see here from his perspective, Crumb, and you see he was in a convenient spot for himself, able to take out the kill and increase his team's lead 4-2. Now they only need 2 more rounds, then they'll be 2-0 up. But the question I ask you, Lachdog, is, will they be able to keep it consistent and take out this map?
It's at the moment they haven't really been able to consistently put Citadel away and do it convincingly. They've been really just they've got a couple of kills early, as they have again. They're taking out Sigma and Atrocities, who are really not having the best games. But at the moment they're just struggling to really dominate rounds, as Blakey will go down. Bit of lag on his screen there on my screen, so I'm not sure whether that was him or me, but the way he got taken out would suggest he probably had a few problems, but it didn't matter because his teammate picked up a kill anyway. Now it's up to Euphorix in a 1v3 situation. If he gets taken down here, then it looks like Dynasty, they're in a very, very good situation to try and take out this round, as he's already put out shots, and he needed to really push for that kill a bit quicker. He needed to go and just contest it. Even though he had the Remington, he just didn't have time on the bomb or the positioning to just wait out for a kill, because as you saw, Eccentric was easily able to flank him around. Even if he wasn't just there, he could have flanked around with a bit of time through Bakery to get that kill. So 5-2, and Dynasty are looking good. In Citadel take an attacking round and really try and put some pressure on Dynasty, or is Dynasty going to be able to take this one out, Mike?
You're going to be seeing one player, from the Dynasty squad actually pushing up. So if that's going to be successful, I might think so. But unfortunately, he doesn't get taken down. Right here, you're going to have two Dynasty players actually being a little bit ambitious and rotating all the way through mid-street. Now, COD timing at its finest here, as you do see the players just check at the worst possible times getting taken down. Only two players from Dynasty currently remain. Bomb is now down. Zentric and Asta's left up against the world right here, as Zentric on a 3-streak. Turns around the corner, gets one, gets two as well. 2v2 situation just like that. Asta's going to be looking over into tower. He's going to get shown in the back. So now it's up to Zentric. Can he complete the 1v4? There's going to be a player all the way back at the spawn area. One's going to be at towers. So he's got 25 seconds to try and pick his poison. Which way does he want to go ahead and take? And will he, even commit that far to find those players? Now he's about to run into another. And there you go. He sees him. There's the third. One left. Plays all the way at the back at UT as he pushes on down. He's going to be checking every. Doesn't have enough time to go for this defuse eventually, but he spots the player and he'll get the kill. He won't get the defuse, but he got the 1v4.
He did. He got all the kills there in that round. He's on a 7 streak. He didn't get the defuse, but really it just gives him a lot of momentum going into the next round, a lot of confidence. But Citadel, they did what they needed to do to get that round. They didn't need to get the kill in the end. They just needed to defend the bomb. Interesting setup that one player was on either side of the bomb, even though the bomb was actually planted on the attacking spawn side of it. So a little bit questionable why a player was sitting up at water tower, because if the defuse went down, he wouldn't be able to see it. But it doesn't matter. We'll see what Dynasty can do. They've already got 2 players down through nades. Make that 3, and now it's up to Elmart. See what he can do.
Gone.
As his teammates already left the game. No confidence at all in his teammate to get this 1v4 clutch. That is, I'm not sure about that. Not having any confidence in your team. There's the first kill. Eccentric, Blakey, and Asta's left. He's been stunned. He needs to rotate around and try and pick up a couple of kills. He doesn't have long. But at the moment, he's not really looking like he's going to be able to take it. But he does have 2 players between him and the bomb. If he can pick up one, maybe get that ninja defuse, there's a chance of him getting this one done, as he does get seen and he will get taken down. 6-3 in favour of Dynasty. So big round, or big map, I guess, for Dynasty. They just looked a little shaky in a couple of rounds, but most of them they dominated and played extremely well.
That they did, and I mean, that is going to be a 6-3 scoreline. So you're going to be seeing them now go up 2-0 in the series. They only need one more map to take this one out and take out the ASTRO Circuit Season 6 Midweek number 2. Now, lachdog, we've seen them now play on both New Zealand and Australian Connection on both a respawn and a single spawn game type. We've got the Blitz coming up next back on Citadel's host. We've seen them, as I mentioned, the domination and now the S&D, and they've just taken it out regardless of what's been ahead of them. They've taken out the challenges ahead. Will this series be over in 3 maps?
There's a chance, but anything can really happen in a 5-map series, especially in a blitz. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be close, I reckon, and we'll see what both teams can do. But the way Dynasty are playing, you can't really tip against them, with Citadel just struggling a little bit to get into that game.
They definitely were, and I mean, we're going to be seeing the Blitz map, as I just check which map it was quickly, be a Blitz on Freight. So that could possibly be what determines the difference between these two teams. Now, we saw on both game types that in the respawns, the both squads were more evenly matched in terms of their aggressiveness and their pushes and whatnot. But in the SD, it was more Dynasty making those aggressive plays. Now, if they're able to take that over into Freight, sure, it definitely will work out with them. The way the map's structured, it definitely does help. But if they if the team of Citadel can't make those plays happen, then I just don't see them taking out this map. I do think, especially on their own host, they need to play aggressive and go for those caps and go for those kills, get that positioning set up, go for those spawn traps, and just play up in their grill to get this map and come back in this series. It is possible, but they got to work 110% from here.
They do, and they got to hope Dynasty makes slip up, because at the moment Dynasty, they don't really have too many flaws in the way they're playing. They're just getting their shots on and making the kills when they need to. So if they can continue doing that, then it's going to be important here. As we will jump on board with Citadel here and see what they can do here on the wrong game type. But on domination, that's never a good start.
That's never a great start there. Of course, you didn't get to see that blunder. But they started the game on domination freight instead of blitz freight. And you know, what can you do about that? But we should get the correct game type up on your screens in a moment. Now, you know, first cap of the game, you know, sometimes we see it vary from team to team. They don't really like to keep on that consistent basis. But lachdog, if you had to pick one, who are you tipping to get that one first? I'm personally tipping Dynasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you, Mike, and say Dynasty. They're looking good at the moment. They should be able to push through, pick up the early kills, because they've been very, very aggressive in their pushes and in both search and destroy. And even you saw at the end of that domination, they could have just sat back and tried to defend that A flag, but they made the aggressive push. They pushed to C, got the neutralize, and that's what won them the game in the end. They could have been they could have been close to a draw, possibly losing that map if that didn't happen. So the aggressive playstyle's working out for them. Are they going to be able to pull it off yet again in Blitz? It's the aggressive playstyle is definitely what you want in Blitz. It suits the game style. The game style suits the game type. And
struggled a little bit with that one, didn't you?
Tongue tie doesn't help, but yeah, they should be fairly confident in taking this one out. But then again, we haven't seen Citadel play Blitz yet tonight, so we'll see what they can do on it as well. And I think we'll start off with Dynasty and see if they can get this first cap in early.
Ooh, had Blakey just freeze on my screen for a moment, and yet he still picks up the kill, even though he basically lagged to the point of freezing right there as he tries to go for the second. Unfortunately, that wasn't going to be the case. You had Zentric trying to defend here, and both of us get our foots in our mouths right there as Citadel go in and get that early cap in. Not even 30 seconds in, and Sigma goes in for it.
Yeah, that's right. It was a good cap there by Citadel, and they've set up well for another one, but unfortunately unable to get that defensive kills in. And it looks like Eccentric, he's going to go through for the first for Dynasty, and Crumb, he is set up 4-0 at the moment. Back that 5-0, trying to get tagged for the 6th, as he will pick it up. And Crumb just going off at the start of this game, low ammo already, and he got taken down almost just because of that fact. And there we go, Eccentric, he'll run in his second cap of the game without dying, 2-0 with 2 caps to his name. And all of a sudden, Dynasty, their aggressive playstyle has paid off. They've got 2 caps in quick succession. They've now come off the spawn after being all taken down, but not letting a cap through when there's a 4 down is definitely an advantage over the other team so far.
It definitely is, and I mean, you're seeing the caps in, or the cap count currently 2-1 in favour of Dynasty. About to be 2-2. There you go. You see that cap roll on in as the scores tie back up. Now you have Citadel wanting to push on up, and they're playing that aggressive game that I was talking about in between maps. They're just pushing right up in Dynasty's faces, and you're seeing them actually, there you go, get another cap in. They're pushing on forward once again. One's on top of the capture point itself, and there you go. The 10-second period has elapsed, and right there's another cap, making it a 2-point lead, making it 4-2, and it's only been 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's right, but again, this map, Freight, very high scoring at the best of times. And we'll see what Elmar can do as he picks up a kill there, trying to push out this right side as he does get taken down from a player there in the red train. As Sigma will pick up another one. Now trying to push up a second, and he will get that kill as well. Nice little double from him as he sees a third and picks that one up as well. As Euphorix picks up a 4th. And that will be a 4 down momentarily for the team of Dynasty. Sigma very close to picking up that double kill there. That would have been big since he was stunned, but the cap goes through anyway. 5-2, 3-point lead for Citadel, and it's up to Sigma to try and defend, but there's a player that's just gone straight through. He should be able to get that cap. It doesn't look like he has.
It doesn't indeed, as you have Sigma just picking up these kills over on defense. There you go, there's the Dynasty player that goes in for that cap. Sigma's chasing down that player back in bags. As you see them actually rotating down. We'll jump on board with a player pushing on up, and that is Atrocities, it seems. No, it is going to be Elmart who's going to be the one moving about, as he's in a perfect position to pick off a couple of kills if they run into his direction. There you go, we'll take down one. Player goes to contest him, taking him down as well, as you have Asters in the back of his base. So we'll swap back on over to Blakey, who is over in the underground passageway now. Someone's waiting for him rather to come on out, and there you go, they take him down. That was Sigma who took him down, as you have Asters looking over into red. Now, right now, with it being 5-3, not too much of a difference here, only a 10-second consecutive time between the two. So that is 2 caps and 1 minute 20 still remaining in the half. Now, overall, there's an 8 cap collective total of captures scored, and to me, really honestly, it doesn't seem as high as what we normally see on a blitz on Freight.
No, that's right. It is a little bit of a low-scoring game so far. That has dried up in the last minute and a half. Only, I think, 2 caps going in that amount of time, which is not really something you usually see on the map of Freight. But a lot of the time, the second half is the time where teams will run in an immense amount of caps, as we will jump on board with a team from Dynasty and see what they can do to try and get back into this match. They're 2 caps down at the moment as another score goes through from Citadel. So Citadel playing extremely well. And look at Sigma's score. I didn't even notice. 17 and 8. 1 cap to his name. He is just dominating this game at the moment and single-handedly getting Citadel in the lead so far. He is really doing a good job. We'll jump on board with Centrix though, as he's trying to push in towards this capture point, as there's 3 players between him and the capture point. He tries to contest the wrong corner. He couldn't see through the smoke, and now it's Crumb who's trying to go through. He just dodges one, and there we go, straight through for a capture. 6 and 4, 11 seconds left to go. I don't think anyone's in a position to cap, or are they? There's one, I think. There, it's Asters, and he picks up a double kill, goes through for the cap. 6-5, make that 7-5. 2 points between the two teams at half-time. Citadel, they've come out firing, not wanting to go down 3-0 in this series.
Yeah, I think I'm having the worst luck at actually picking players to jump on board with, because either they're in the opposite side of the map as I swap over to them, or they, just don't really do too much. But that's 7-5 right now, as the Ghost team, Citadel NZ, have the lead rather, and maintain the lead for themselves. Now, they have 5 minutes to just hold on and finally be able to take a map for themselves and not get 3-0'd in this grand final. But with that, the team of Dynasty are going to be playing that even more so. Look at that, a double kill straight off the bat for Asters right here, as he's just shutting down. There's the 3rd. The 4th is right at the front. Oh, he'll get the 4th as well, getting the entire team. He does a 360 in joy right there, and his team will just push it up off the back of that to try and make something happen.
Big plays out of Asters there. 18 and 8 now. 8 streak for him. And big 4-piece. He's going to keep pushing down, and he's going to go straight through here as he picks up yet another kill on this streak. He's going to continue on with what he's doing. As he sees another one, picks up that kill as well. Going to try and go through for the cap. He does get taken down, but he's going 20 and 9. It doesn't matter, because his team is now able to push up. They've got map control, and they should be able to get a couple of caps here as Blakey. Quite a lot of lag on his screen there, unfortunately, as Crumb does go down as well. Eccentric, he's going to try and push in. If he should be able to jump onto the capture point, there's a player there to stop him, as Asters is going to go in, back himself in for the kill. He gets it, and he's going to jump straight in for that capture, make it 8-7 and only a 1-point game between these teams, as Blakey will pick up a kill and get that door opened into Furnace Room as he gets taken down. Centric trying to push through. Now he's going into fire as he picks up 1 kill there. Now he's going to rotate back around towards the back of the map as he picks up a second. Going to open the front door of Rolls, but he's going to push around the back as is usual. They're waiting for him there as there's a couple of players coming off spawn. As he sees one, will pick up that kill. Will also pick up assist in the distance. Teammate goes through 10-8. Citadel, they're still putting caps on the board and making sure that even though Dynasty are getting their caps, that they can keep the lead in their favour, as the Centric tries to pick up another double. Picks up 1, can't pick up the second. And it looks like Citadel were able to just finally block off the push that Dynasty have made and stop the flow of caps, as Euphorix picks up a nice little double.
He does, and we're going to jump on board. No! What just happened there? I believe I was on board with Sigma, who just got taken down, and regardless of who I was on board with, that was not the best sight to behold right there. But you know, it doesn't matter as such, as we have Blakey going in for a cap. He's going to get capped on shortly after, however, and you have him a little bit lagged there on his screen. It doesn't stop them. They have FPS spikes, and there you go. They get more kills off the back of that, and 2 minutes 20 still on the clock. One cap the difference. Ooh. Make that back to 2 as another close capping goes on past. Both teams are just trying to, one's trying to just hold out with the lead. The other team's trying to desperately end out this series. And right here, shots out from Zentric. I'm not too sure if it was the wisest decision to go for those shots instead of the cap, but regardless, he's going to be rotating down. His teammate gets a cap in from the Citadel squad, and you're going to be seeing Sigma wrap up these. No, he's going to get taken down.
Yeah, well, he has been racking up those kills for himself, 27 and 17 compared to his teammates. They haven't even got half of his kills yet, and he is just, as I said, single-handedly slaying everyone from Dynasty that tries to cross the map. And he's got 2 caps for himself as well, Atrocities, with 6 caps to his name. So obviously the main OBJ player, his teammate, goes in for yet another cap. 3 caps the difference, a minute 20 on the clock. And this one is definitely going to go down to the wire here as another cap goes through for Dynasty. As we saw, this map opens up in the second half, and usually a lot of caps go through as Blakey gets taken down. Jump on board with Asters now as he's just waiting over near the red train as the enemy has scored yet again. That was Citadel, who has been able to run through yet another cap, keeping it at the 3-point margin. But it's going to be Asters. He's going to try and rotate around the back. He sees one there. There's going to be another in that point. Just watching that cross. Is he going to get the kill? Yeah, Asters goes down, and it looks like the team of Dynasty just struggling to get into the capture point at the moment. They're trying to get a few kills here as we're on board with Blakey as he gets taken down. They do get a cap there in, and now it's Eccentric who's the one pushed up. He will pick up one. We will get taken down. Now Crumb, he's on defense trying to get something happening, just trying to get a 2 or 3 down to get a couple of caps in so they can push up the map. And 25 seconds, Blakey does have quite a lot of lag there on his screen, but Crumb, he's trying to slide in. It's taken down, and Aster's coming off the spawn. He will pick up a kill there, but he gets taken down on the cross. 16 seconds left to go, and it's going to run out of time for the team of Dynasty to try and get these caps in. There it goes. There's the W for the team of Citadel, and we're going to go to a map 4 here as Sigma has gone big and got his team back into the game. 2-1 is the score after 3 maps.
And I mean, that's what we wanted to see, right? We didn't want it to be ended in a quick 3-0. We wanted it to go to those future maps. And Lachdog, the map coming up next will be a domination on Strike Zone. So that's going to possibly either determine the series or see Citadel NZ push it down to a map 5. And if that's the case, I want to be seeing a round 11 for that one. But Domination Strike Zone is the one coming up next. And I mean, so far, once again, we're going to be needing to swap back on over with hosts and whatnot. But it was a great, great showing by both of these two teams. This time round, however, Citadel were the ones to step things up. And I really think that play at the very end, when they managed to take down 6 or 7 players, coming back as they pushed on down to try and get those last second caps, when they shut them all down completely at that halfway point line, that's what just got them the win.
That's right, getting those crosses is important, and they knew at the end they just had to stop the one more cap from Dynasty, and they pushed up as a team. They got all the crosses covered, and they knew that no one else from Dynasty was going to be able to cross that mid line, and they just shut them down one by one as Dynasty pushed. Dynasty, they needed to push as a team. They needed to try and pick up those kills a bit more, with a bit more teamwork and work together to shut that one down, but they didn't, and it was Citadel that worked the best under pressure there in terms of kills, teamwork. So we'll see whether that happens again here on Strike Zone Domination. And this could be a map that will go very, very close, as both teams have been really, close all game.
Yeah, I definitely think it will be there, but the question is to really, who's going to be that standout player? Who do you think will try possibly make the plays for their respective team to either secure the series or keep them in it? I mean, that's really what's on the line here. they're so close. One team is to taking out first place, and the other team so close to tying up the series. They might not have had a easy or a solid start to the series, but the good thing about a best of 5 is you have those you have those comebacks that are possible here. You lost the first 2, but they've won the next one. Can they keep that momentum going, or will the team of Dynasty be able to secure things out? I'm going to be sticking towards my original prediction that I do think Dynasty will take it out on a respawn game type. Now, I wasn't so fortunate with my tipping on the Blitz, but I think on domination on their host, especially being Strike Zone with the way they play the game at this stage from what we've seen throughout this series, I do see them securing and sealing the deal here.
Are you just saying that so you can curse them so we get them at 5, or is that a legitimate prediction?
You don't want to tell the audience my plans, okay?
I thought I might point it out for once. You do it so often that you gotta let people in on a secret at some point.
Well, now that just makes my prediction invalid. See what you've done? To
be honest, I legitimately think Dynasty will take this map out.
Okay.
But
so my prediction's not legit, but yours is. Okay.
Well, yours, Mike. I was asking a question, Mike. It was not. That was just a question, and you've taken it the wrong way, I think. But we'll keep going with this game, and we'll see how Citadel can try and work their way back into this match, and whether Dynasty can close it out in this domination. As we'll jump on board with someone from Dynasty that's trying to push up, but it seems they're all dead. As we'll jump on board with Blakey. He picks up the first kill for the team, and he's trying to push out, but he'll get taken down, and Eccentric will pick up a kill there, and tries to get another one in Kitchen. He gets taken down. Sigma was that player, but he got taken down in the process. Citadel now being able to capture that B flag. No one sitting back on C, though, which probably was a mistake, as it looks like Dynasty have made a good rotation of being able to take that 2 flag to 1 advantage at the start. No, it looks like Citadel have rotated again to A, and you'll see that a lot on this map. Obviously, we've played this map for a long time here on Ghost, but for those that don't know, you've got to rotate, you've got to keep getting those flags. It's not one of those maps you can just hold 2 flags the whole time. You've got to keep rotating, and that's exactly what we're seeing from both of these teams, and both teams doing it well so far.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Asters rotate over onto this A flag. Now, he's going to have one player there to contest him. Now, the player's not looking in the right direction, so he's able to pick off an easy kill as he starts this capture over on A. Now, his teammate's going to be securing through boxes, and one takes out one on souvenirs. But they are going to be losing that B site as the players are going there. My Vast goes off once again. Had it in the beginning of the competition. Why not have it again at the end? It likes to update itself, apparently. But we're going to be seeing Asters now getting those shots in over onto B, as you're going to be seeing 26-8 be this scoreline. Now, Citadel still having this majority flag control, and therefore having the lead here, and the lead's just increasing. And I do think a big portion of that is due to Elmart. He's on an 8 streak, he's going 8-1, and he's got 3 caps to his name, the most on his team, and tied most in the game.
Yeah, that's right. He's well so far, and he's doing some work here with he's just pushing around. He does get taken down from behind, though, and we'll go with Sigma now as he picks up another kill and trying to push in towards B as he picks up yet another kill there. Big kill onto Crumb, and now he's going to be able to get that capture again if he jumps on it. There's no one really around to stop him as the C flag gets neutralized, but that doesn't matter because they're going to be trying to capture that with Atrocities, but he doesn't quite get there. Euphorix is going to throw the nade down to stop anyone being able to capture that one. His teammate runs in, gets that capture. They're losing B, though, again. And yet again, there's going to be another contest, and Atrocities will be able to pick up a kill, but he'll go down. And that's a 4 down quickly there for Citadel. It looks like Dynasty, they're going to go for this triple cap, but Citadel has spawned in a good position just up the top of those C stairs, and now they can push C and B simultaneously and should be able to get out and get a couple of captures, but it didn't look like they did it well. And they got taken down with a 3 down. Elmart now, he's going to be able to take this B flag, but they just got triple capped in this. Look at the score. That was a 15-point difference at one stage. Now it's even after about 20 seconds of a triple cap.
Yeah, but I mean, that flag still hasn't been captured over on B. Remember, he went to a neutralization and then it wasn't able to actually get captured back by the team of Citadel. So once again, it was to a triple cap. Now they've lost A, so now they're just going to holding that 2 flag advantage. There is a couple of players pushing out of that A flag. You have 2 players dropping. You have Elman and Sigma picking off those kills. Now, Frogs takes out a nade kill there on Zentric, because I accidentally pressed the wrong button. But we are going to be seeing Asters go over into A now. They're going to be having 3 players over on this B side. Now, B flag is a great opportunity for them to pick off these kills and keep them boxed in. But there is a player that's actually contesting that one, and that is actually Blakey. So he's on this flag, he's getting that capture down, and I thought it was actually going to pick off those kills, but unfortunately he wasn't able to, but he was able to get a neutralization. Now that neutralization has hit, and his teammates, Elmar, the last one up, he will get taken down as well. Right now, what can Crump do? He takes one, but he will get shot out from the other side, and really, that B flag is just a cluster. Here's one, here's for the double. Blakey, can he go for the triple, getting the shots in? No, he can't, and that B flag still proving to be a cluster. Look at that, the teams are just spawning over on that flag time and time again. I'd hate to be those players contesting B.
Yeah, you can't be keep pushing B, and I think that was Citadel's mistake there. They're now 20 points behind because they just had to focus on B so much, and they couldn't worry about trying to get any of the other flags. And in the meantime, the score just kept building and building, and 2 flags to 0 most of the time there for Dynasty, and they were able to build this lead. It's going to be 23 points, and it's going to keep climbing here as the final few seconds count on down, as they've got A now, have Citadel, and they were trying to get B. They just lost it. They're going to get C instead, but it's not going to really mean too much in terms of the final score, because there's only 11 seconds left in the half. 81 to 58, and it's going to be almost a 25-point difference at the halftime break. In fact, it is.
There you go, half time, 85 to 60, 25 points the difference. Now, it's at a crucial point here for Citadel, because they started off really well, and I can't stress that point enough, where they were really, and Lachdog, you'd be able to agree with this, they were on fire, they were leading the way, but then the momentum shift happened. They lost control of each and every one of those flags on strike zone, and they couldn't get them back for quite a few seconds after, and from there they lost their grip, they lost their nerve, and Dynasty were just able to keep control of everything from that point onwards. Now, second half is a chance for new beginnings here for this team, but unfortunately they didn't go off to a great start. They got team down. Dynasty just going on forward, and we actually do have a player over at A side. That's Blakey, who unfortunately couldn't pick off those kills, but I mean, that was a neutralization as well, so the points are just racking on in for Dynasty, and that's a great start. That's the start that Citadel needed here at in this half domination.
It is, and it's already out to 30 points, 5 points added to the difference already by the team of Dynasty, and that can prove crucial here as Sigma is trying to work his way out of the spawn trap that the team of Dynasty had set up over on this A flag. They're just trying to make sure that they spawn there and sit in courtyard so they can't spawn out of it. Sigma trying to rotate back around towards C and get this 2 flag advantage and get Dynasty spawning all in B so they can't get out of there. But at the moment, they're just struggling to get these kills. They will pick up a couple there. Sigma just watching up top. Both players looking up top, and that's never what you want to do. You want to have communication. You want to make sure that only one player is watching each way or each direction, because if you're both watching one way and someone comes around the back, it's easy double kill for anyone. No matter how good you are, you're always going to pick up a double with 2 people facing the other way. As we'll have a look at what Sigma can do as he's continuing on into Woods B, but it just looks like, as you said before, Citadel struggling to get kills, and the shift of momentum is all with Dynasty.
It really is, and I mean, the kills are happening sometimes for the team of Citadel, but they're not happening as much as they need to be able to get this flag possession. You see Dynasty, there's players pushing in there, they're just going through that control, maintaining control of that B side, and then no one was at A, and no one from the team of Citadel was going over to the A side. Even now, there's one player going there only because he has to cross on over out through there to go from from where he spawned to get to that A side. His teammates now finally backing up to try and help secure that one. Dynasty players are already there. They pick off the double kill and they're able to start this flag. They weren't even able to get that capture in the end. And there you go, the triple kill for Crumb as he gets the A flag and retains control of that 2 flag advantage.
Yeah, Citadel, they're just really struggling, and it just looks like Dynasty have complete control of the map. They know exactly what they need to do, and They're just executing the plan, and Crumb 5 streak. Blakey was on a 7 streak. He goes down. Stay on board with Crumb and see what he can do as he picks up a kill there. He's going to try and push over to C. He'll go down, and we'll jump on board with Blakey now as he's going to try and push into B off spawn. As he throws the nading, gets some tags, not able to get the kill as he goes down. But at the moment, it's just still 2 flags to 1, actually in favour of Citadel. That's not going to be enough. They need a triple cap from now to even have a chance at trying to win this game. Centric, he's just defending at the moment. He'll go down. Crumb trying to just wait it out on A, and this is smart by Dynasty. They're not pushing out because they know they can't lose if they hold 1 flag for the rest of this game. And Citadel, they realised that. They tried to push A. They all got shut down. And it's just panic stations really for Citadel at the moment because they have to get a triple cap and they have to get it now to try and stay in this map and this series.
Yeah, it is going to be a tricky one. I really don't think they have what it takes to secure this one. You called it earlier. They're just sitting back and they're just holding that flag. I mean, a couple their players are pushing out, but you have some players holding over in pro, holding over in gangway. They're picking off these kills. They know that it's basically a secured, a sealed deal, basically. And I mean, while they pick on forward, they're still getting these kills as well. And look at that. They're over onto that B flag. They got another team down. And that's basically with that flag capture. And another player about to go on A, keep in mind, secured themselves this grand final.
Yeah, that's right. And 43 seconds, over 40 points, the difference. Not possible. So, Dynasty, they've played extremely well. And if you just look at their scores, you can work that out for yourself. 25 and 16, 8 caps for Asters. 28 and 25 for Crumb with a 5 captures to his name. 28 and 23 with 6 captures for Blakey, and 22 with 7 captures there for Eccentric. So they are all going off, and Citadel, they are struggling in terms of those kills. Elmont and Sigma, they've both got over 28 kills, but Euphorics and Atrocities, they are on struggle street at the moment, and it's what you need. You need all 4 players contributing to the total kills and the total caps, and that's just what Dynasty had and what Citadel didn't in the end. So a 50-point win for the team of Dynasty here on the domination, and a prediction comes true for once.
Yeah, that it does, and right now we're going to be seeing the end of this grand final. Unfortunately, that is going to be a 3-1 a 3-1 to close it out. Unfortunately, not being to the map 5 that I was secretly hoping for, thanks to the spoiler there by lachdog. But you know, what can you do? Dynasty definitely managed to secure it out with ease, and unfortunately we don't have a scoring for Collateral and Conquer to tell you who came third, but I mean, it was one heck of a grand final, and you know, these teams definitely deserve to come out to this stage at the end, of, you know, passing the previous 4 rounds as well. So that does mark the end of our midweek number 2 here by of the Astro Circuit, brought to you by CyberGamer, powered by Astro. Congratulations to Dynasty for taking that one out, and thanks to all the teams who competed. Sorry to the viewers who were looking forward to the stream and only got to see 2 series. We do apologize for all of that. It was really out of our control. But we'll be back on next Wednesday, I believe, for our midweek number 3, as this Sunday is the ACL 2K. So be sure to go ahead and sign up to that, or watch it on mlg.tv/ACL. Of course, remember to follow all the CyberGamer Xbox's social media outlets. You have our Twitter at CGXboxAU. Our YouTube, youtube.com/cybergamer.com.au, which I know we have been a little bit slack on the rebroadcast. They'll be up with all 3 competitions so far in the next couple of days. And of course, our Twitch page, this page right here at the bottom left, there is a follow button. If you haven't pressed it already, feel free to go ahead and do so. Big shout out to my co-caster here for tonight, lachdog. Follow him on Twitter at lachdog18. That's all for our broadcast here tonight. Thanks all for watching. And until next time, I'm Myksta, joined by lachdog, and we'll catch you later.